It's a great night for hoops here at Spanish Fork High School. We want to welcome you to tonight's Spanish Fork Channel 17 coverage of the Spanish Fork Dons versus the Corner Canyon Chargers. I'm Alan Huff along with Chris Hurst. Tonight's game is brought to you by these following sponsors. We want to thank Two Jacks Pizza, Lance Wilson State Farm, MVP Sports, the Car Guys, and of course SFCN. And Chris, the Dons coming off a win last night against the Provo Bulldogs. They are facing a massive team in this Corner Canyon Chargers group where there are a lot of big guys.
Yeah, everybody's 6'6" on their team, it looks like, and when I was walking down there by the court, they looked the part. Also, Spanish Fork had a little bit of a disadvantage where they did play at Provo. They play 4 games this week as they go down to St. George later this week as well. But hey, the Dons found some offense last night with Tanner Argyle, and Jax Tobiasen, who both got in double digits and helped contribute to that first victory of the season.
Big victory over the Bulldogs. The Dons tonight going with a couple of kind of the center point guard type scoring roles, as you mentioned earlier before we got on the air. Tobiasen with 14 and 10 last night, and then Tanner Argyle with 16, 7 assists. Pretty solid night for those two.
Yeah, it was a very solid night. They did a great job of slowing down Provo's perimeter attack. Provo shot at least half a dozen air balls, and some of that was bad shooting, but some of it was there was always a hand in their face. It was very impressive defensive effort, and if Spanish Fork wants any chance of winning this game, they're going to have to do that, have another great defensive effort tonight.
The Dons are featuring a freshman on the floor in Brandon Congdon. And how did he do last night? I heard he's going to be a pretty solid presence for the Dons this year.
He was a little shaky. Didn't have too many points, but at the same time was playing hard defense last night as well. Also, number 23, Bridger Knowles, is just a sophomore for the Dons as well. He had a few buckets last night for him.
Braxton Kuhn with the ball, gets it inside to number 14, Cameron Doherty. Look underneath. Braden Johnson, one dribble, kicks it back out. Wilson back to Doherty, shot no good. Rebound to the Dons. Tanner Argyle getting it done. Oh, and he gets it underneath to Tobias, and he can't handle it.
Just a little lawn on the pass there that time.
Trevor Miller, spin move, shot good. Cameron Doherty, the first bucket of the game.
Yeah, Dons are going with that man-to-man defense like they did last night. Their legs might be a little bit of an issue for them, as they did play last night and early in the season.
The Dons going with Tanner Argyle, who's pulling the trigger on the three, misses, along with Austin Thayer, Brandon Congdon, Bridger Knowles, and Jax Tobiasen. Travel not called. 3 missed. No harm on that no call.
The Karma Police wins again.
That's right. For the Dons, Congdon dribbles out, gives it back to Argyle, looking low. Finds Knowles with the bucket. Bridger Knowles, the first of the game for the Dons.
A power move by Knowles that time. He's just a sophomore. He's going to fill into that body a little bit. He's 6'4", might get a couple more inches on him as well.
Shot missed by the Chargers. Here come the Dons. Argyle misses. Rebound. Tobiasen doing his job and scoring the bucket off the board.
And Tobiasen is playing with a lot more confidence this season as compared to his junior year.
4-2 Dons with their first lead of the game. Up top for Corner Canyon, they're working around the perimeter. Zachary Wilson up top. The wing.
Corner Canyon's going to be a good measuring stick for Spanish Fork. They beat both Payson and Maple Mountain, who are both Region 8 competitors to Spanish Fork.
Underneath, Knowles, another one.
Spanish Fork's playing very aggressive early on, taking it to the hoop every time they get a chance.
I think a big key to the game for the Dons tonight, not only apparently guarding the three, but keeping Jax Tobiasen out of foul trouble, because this is a big team and you're going to need him on the floor as much as possible.
Dons don't have the size to match up. Well, they only go 2 or 3 guys tall, where the Chargers tonight can go 5 or 6 deep at 6'6" and taller.
Turnover by the Dons. A substitution coming in for Corner Canyon is Kyle Gwilliam. 6-5 Dons lead.
Don's getting off to a good start here. No fouls so far in this ball game.
Goose eggs still, which is a good thing. Whistle and a foul.
That's what I get for saying something.
Yes.
That's Austin Thor, his first of the game.
Austin picking up his first, and that's the first Don's team foul, obviously. We want to thank MVP Sports for sponsoring tonight's MVP of the game, player of the game, located at 72 North Main in Spanish Fork. 4:50 remaining in the first. A lot of perimeter passing by Corner Canyon. Kuhn up top to Wilson for 3. Zachary Wilson with his first bucket. It's a 3 ball.
That was a beautiful shot. That you could tell that was going to go in right when he released it.
Little doubt. Bump and a foul in the first of the game for Corner Canyon on the perimeter.
That's on number 1, Zachary Wilson. He's also a sophomore, as he's the lone underclassman starting for Corner Canyon.
Argyle running the point for Spanish Fork. Thoyer with the ball up top. Austin a few left-hand dribbles. Gets it to Knowles, a whistle and a bump and a foul. That one committed by Kyle Gwilliam, who had just substituted into the game.
That's his first foul.
Tobiasen. Thoyer looking low to him, and a whistle and another foul. So 3 on this possession against Corner Canyon. That one going against Johnson.
Johnson, I believe, is the leading scorer. He's one you want to get into foul trouble. No, excuse me. He's the second leading scorer with averaging just under 10 a game.
His team spreads the scoring. Nobody taking the spotlight. A jump ball, and that will leave the possession with the Dons.
Yeah, you gotta go quicker. You gotta get the ball out so you don't get double teamed like that and tied up.
Dons still with all starters on the floor. Out front, Congdon.
I was very impressed with the Dons last night. They didn't have very many turnovers. Not a lot of possessions without at least attempting a shot.
Austin Thoyer misses a 3 and out of bounds, going back to Corner Canyon. Off of Congdon after the rebound.
Great hustle by Congdon, though.
Car Guys sponsor tonight's instant replays. They're located at 872 North Main in Spanish Fork. 798-0077 is the number you can reach them, or you can go online at carguysut.com.
Net.
What?
UTPits.net.
.net. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you go to .com, that's going to be that lemon dealership in Colorado.
Yeah,
probably.
You don't want to go there. Kuhn, right side to Wilson. Those 2 guards been in the game the whole time. The Dons have yet to substitute anyone in, and underneath, Braden Johnson with a bucket. He has 5 here early, and it's a 10-6.
That was a great job by the guard penetrating. The big man has to come off his guy and leaves him wide open, and Corner Canyon takes advantage of it with a good pass and shot.
Now a 10-6 lead for the Chargers. Right side, Thoyer guarded tightly by Wilson. Back out to Knowles, takes a couple dribbles. Argyle, pull up, 3 ball on the way, no good. Rebound to the Chargers. Johnson with it. Here they come quick. Wilson, left side, pull up, leave it alone, kick it out to Gwilliam. And again, they're back to working that perimeter. Find that passing lane underneath.
Yeah. They do a very good job of setting screens, rolling off it.
Wilson will be going to the free throw line as the Dons commit their second of the game as a team. And who's it against? It's going to be against Congdon.
Yeah. His first.
So first foul against Congdon, second team foul for the Dons, and to the free throw line is Braxton Kuhn, who hits his first.
I believe the Dons had, was it a 6-2 lead, and it's been a 9-0 run here.
2:36 remaining here in the first quarter. Second free throw on the way and good, so 4 of the 5 starters on the board for Corner Canyon. Congdon right side. No, they Dons have brought in a substitution at number 4, Garrett Hales. And side official overrules the official underneath. It'll stay Dons ball.
You know, Garrett Hales is a senior. I don't think he played at all last night.
He played a little bit last year. He got a lot of time, and early in the season it just kind of waned away. Maybe seeing a little more of him. A bucket and a foul. Bridger Knowles, he has 6 points here early, Chris.
He's looking very impressive. He's bodying up those Corner Canyon defenders and just taking it to the hoop very aggressively.
So 1 free throw coming for Bridger Knowles.
Just a sophomore, 6'4". He's going to grow into that body a little more, I think, Alan.
Misses a free throw. Quickly on the other side, the 3 ball on the way and good. That bucket coming by Scheffner, Michael Scheffner off the bench.
Yeah, it looks like Corner Canyon knows how to shoot the 3. Is that their 3rd?
Yeah. Hales to Thor, knocks it down. His first.
Thor, very good shooter from outside, probably the best the Dons have.
Travel violation will give it back to the Dons at the minute 48. Checking in also for Spanish Fort now Brady Lewis. He will come in, looks like for Argyle. So Hales will be running the point. The Dons going pretty small right now.
Yeah, they are.
Carry against Hales.
Garrett Hales just looks a little bit out of sync early on.
Two Jack's Pizza, located at 30 North Main in Spanish Fork. My favorite place, Chris, I'm telling you.
Yeah, you can go there for lunch, get you a big pizza for dinner. I mean, it's good stuff.
798-8601 is a number. I use it often. 3 ball on the way, drain the bucket. Another one for Corner Canyon, and this is Gwilliam. So Kyle Gwilliam with the first bucket, his first bucket of the game, and that is, now it's the 4th, 3 of the game.
I think, have they been made by different people? All of them?
They're all, every one of them by someone else, and another 3 drop.
Wow.
And that again by Gwilliam. And now Corner Canyon pulling away.
And Corner Canyon can spread the ball up top of that 3-point line and just pass it around, and somebody's getting open eventually.
Dons underneath. A whistle and a foul as Braden Christensen bumped.
That'll be the 2nd, I believe, on Michael Scheffner. That is his second.
That is the 2nd. That's 5 team fouls already against Corner Canyon. Pretty early to have that many here in the first quarter.
They're getting after it.
So Garrett Hales will inbound for Spanish Fork. Christensen calling for it underneath. It was Lewis. They get it back out.
Caleb Money's checked into the game as well, number 5.
So the Dons have emptied the bench. Only remaining starter on the floor, Bridger Knowles. Hales, right side, Money to Lewis. Trapped in the corner. Gets it back out. 16 on the clock.
Holding for the last shot here, maybe, if they know how much time's left.
Hopefully they're paying attention somewhat. Christensen, Knowles, back out. Money had a look at it and travels and gives the ball back at 3 seconds.
Yeah, he takes that step before he dribbles and moves his pivot foot.
Corner Canyon in charge with 3 seconds left. Shot up, no good. That'll end the first. 21-11 Corner Canyon. We'll be right back.
in Spanish Fork. See your good neighbor State Farm agent Lance Wilson for your insurance and financial needs.
Hi, welcome to Two Jacks Pizza.
For the best pizza you'll ever taste and our world-famous cheese sticks, come to Two Jacks Pizza on Main Street in Spanish Fork or call us for a quick delivery. Are you hungry yet? Need a new car or truck? The Car Guys has the best selection of used vehicles at the best prices in Spanish Fork. The Car Guys know their automobiles to get you the best car for your needs and your budget. The Car Guys at 872 North Main in Spanish Fork. You know Triple T Heating and Cooling, but did you know that Triple T does plumbing? From tankless hot water, soft water, and reverse osmosis drinking water systems, right down to that leaky faucet. Triple T sure does plumbing. Call Triple T at 801-798-7711 today. MVP Sports is the #1 source for sporting goods in Spanish Fork. Football, soccer, all the fall sports, we've got you covered. Check out our new custom t-shirt builder. Design at home and we'll build it for you. MVP Sports, 72 North Main in Spanish Fork.
Lance Wilson, State Farm Insurance, is going to sponsor tonight's assist of the game, located at 220 North Main Street in Spanish Fork. You can visit him online, lancewilsoninsurance.com, number 801-798-9288, offering insurance at every level, Chris.
Yeah.
From life to home and auto, health, whatever you need. Financial planning underneath Tobiasen misses.
And that's something. Tobiasen went underneath the hoop. He just needed to take that up. He was either going to get fouled or make the basket that time. Instead, he tries to go around the hoop and gets too cute. Takes too much time.
Outside, William had another look at it, didn't take it. Takes a right-hand shot from inside and misses, but the rebound good by Cameron Doherty, his second bucket of the game. And a three ball on the other end, good by Thoyer. That's his second three.
Yeah, he can get hot. He got hot a few times last season as well. He's probably their best three-point shooter.
I don't remember who it was against last season, but I remember him single-handedly bringing the Dons back into a game when they were out of one.
Yeah, I think he hit like 3 in a matter of like 2 minutes.
Yeah, it was crazy. Tobiasen picking up his first, and Chris, like we mentioned earlier, that's not a...
He has a tendency to get in foul trouble.
Yeah, and you can't do that against a team like this when they have so much size. I mean, the Dons have done pretty good at keeping it outside. Problem is, these guys can shoot from anywhere.
I mean, they're not quite the Golden State Warriors, but they're putting on a pretty good perimeter shooting game tonight.
Doherty with the bucket now has 6. Tobiasen underneath, kicked out. 3 ball on the way and good by the freshman, Brandon Congdon.
Wow, that thing barely even hit the net by Congdon that time.
Nice shot there. And it's good to know that, you know, you have a freshman out there on the floor that's producing. Starting. Can't expect the world of him yet, but hey, that was awesome. Blocked by Tobiasen. Outside, Thoyer, 3, no. Rebound. Oh, they're going to call it off the ball, and they're going to hit Jacks with it.
That's his second.
6:10 remaining in the second quarter, and he's already got 2 fouls, and he'll head straight to the bench. They will bring in Richard Knowles in place as the replacement.
Yeah, and they lose their big perimeter inside score when he sits on the bench.
I want to remind you, there's a whistle and a foul at SFCN, built for speed. And most importantly, when we're doing these games, if you want to watch them and you're not at home, hop on your phone, go to youtube.com/SpanishFork17. Share all the information you can with your friends and family, and just to see the steps that SFCN has made over the years. What a great asset it is for the Spanish Fork community.
Yeah, it's great to see your neighbor, maybe a relative, play for the Dons or the Golden Eagles. I know we did a playoff football game at East High School, and they said there were people streaming it from Florida, West Virginia.
That's awesome.
That's what the East High School fans were telling us as we gave them a little card on how they could stream it.
Yeah. Even if we have to get a lot of views from YouTube, it's no skin off of Spanish Fork Community Network's teeth. We want to make sure that everybody has access to it. And
pretty good crowd for opening night for the Dons. We got the Wiseman and the ugly sweater contest going on.
Hey, you know, not a game between now and Christmas here at the Don Dome. You better celebrate it now.
Yeah. First game they play all year, I believe. It's the only one in 2015.
Trevor Miller travels. After knocking down a couple of free throws earlier. Substitution into the ball game for Tommy Grosskreut. Whoa. I want you to pronounce that name right there. Number 33 for Corner Canyon.
Ruskowskis.
Something like that.
Polish or something. I don't know.
Probably should have got the pronunciation figured out before this game.
Oh.
Ball stolen away. On the move, the Chargers. Left side, 3-ball on the way. Missed, and a long rebound for the Dons. Condon picking it up.
Yeah.
Christensen. Near the free throw line, back out. Tanner Argyle. Argyle getting double teamed. He split off it.
Tanner Argyle hasn't been scoring much early on.
Burned, and a 3-ball good. Tanner Argyle just buckled the knees of the defender.
Crossover city that time, and he connects with the 3, pumps his chest, the fans go wild.
Underneath, Miller fouled. The bucket does not go, and it'll be a 2-shot foul with 4:30 left here in the second.
That's the second one on Thor.
MVP Sports will sponsor tonight's MVP of the game, located at 72 North Main in Spanish Fork. 798-3587. Online, you can go to MVPSportsUtah.com, and for those of you who are not aware, we even have a uniform and T-shirt builder. And the reason I say we is because I'm employed there. But that being said, you can customize any designs you want for T-shirts, uniforms. We would encourage you to visit MVPSportsUtah.com. One of 2 made.
Now, do you do more than just uniforms? You do like corporate T-shirts?
T-shirts for companies, whatever you want, we can do it. I want to mention and thank again all of tonight's sponsors. That will include the Car Guys, MVP Sports, Lance Wilson State Farm Insurance, 2 Jack's Pizza, and of course, SFCN.
I think the Dons need to slow this game down a little bit. I think the faster it goes, it favors Corner Canyon. A, because Spanish Fork played last night, and B, because Corner Canyon, not only can they run down the court, but when they throw it back out to the perimeter, they have some shooters.
Corner Canyon did lose to who? Westlake?
They lost to Westlake by 4, but they beat Payson by 18, and last year's region champ, Maple Mountain, by 11.
Yeah, I mean, this can be a measuring stick for Spanish Fork where they stand, because this team has faced a couple of region foes.
Right. Yeah, if they can somehow battle and possibly come up with a win, that'll definitely give a little bit of a lift, maybe some confidence heading into region play, which I believe starts January 8th at Salem Hills.
Dons won't be back in town till the 5th of January, and that one out of bounds. Ball should go back to Corner Canyon under their own hoop.
Yes, it does, and that's what the refs are doing. Now, I seen a pass clear down the court that bounced off the backboard and went in once. That was pretty impressive.
Really?
Yeah. I think it was a Sports Center highlight.
However you got to do it, I guess.
Doesn't count as a basket, unfortunately. They still take the ball down to the other side of the court.
Outside for the Chargers. They'll just work it around for a second till they find that lane, find that open shot. They're looking across and finding it. The 3-ball good. Zachary Wilson.
And the way you beat a zone is you swing the ball to the other side of the court, and the ball travels faster than the defenders. Corner Canyon putting on a clinic. They did a great job of setting some screens to get 3-point shots, and that time swinging the ball.
Congdon looking low, finding Knowles. 3 ball on the way for Lewis, misses, rebound, back to Knowles. Christensen, and flips it underneath, and the bucket in for Lewis. His first of the game.
Yeah, Brady Lewis comes into the game, gets a bucket. He's just a junior himself. The Dons are pretty young for the most part.
A whistle, and we had a foul off the ball. What did they call it on? Call it on Doherty.
That'll be the 7th team foul. Since it was an offensive foul, they won't shoot the 1-and-1, but the Dons will be in the 1-and-1 situation the rest of the way this half.
As will Corner Canyon, as the Dons have 6. 3 ball on the way. Argyle can't connect, and a rebound back to the Dons. The base, we have a whistle, and they say he went out of bounds. Congdon, and a timeout on the floor.
Yeah, the Dons
it is a full timeout. We want to once again thank all our sponsors for tonight. Car Guys, State Farm Insurance, Lance Wilson, Triple T, Two Jacks Pizza, MVP Sports, and SFCN, who obviously built for speed. And man, I'll tell you what, here early, Chris, the Dons they're outscoring them this quarter. But it seems like every time the Dons get a run going, Corner Canyon just turns it up a little bit.
Yeah, they counter that run with a run of their own, and that's what basketball is. It's a game of momentum swings. So the Dons have got to figure out how to have a big run, change the momentum here. I think they've got the crowd's into it. The crowd tonight is a lot better than the crowd at Provo last night.
Encourage you to call Triple T for your heating, air conditioning issues.
Hey, you need a new furnace? Give Triple T a call. They'll hook you up with a good deal. They come in.
Address in front of me, but they're on the north end of Main Street,
yeah,
up there by Hickory Crest and Nature Sunshine.
I think all of our sponsors are on Main Street, except with the exception of SFCN.
Yep, the odd man out.
Odd man out. A lot of great businesses on Main Street.
Yeah, we remind you to shop local, as the Chamber will push that, as will I. I think it's a big deal for the citizenry of Spanish Fork to keep these businesses in business. 3 ball on the way, no good, and the ball rebounded by the Dons. Here we come. Argyle left side, pull up 3, rattles it in. Tanner Argyle is second of the game and his second of the quarter.
Yeah, Argyle's very aggressive with that 3-point shot, and if he gets hot, he can put the Dons back in this game.
Outside. 3 ball. Missing. Can the Dons get a board? No, not that time. Ball knocked away. And brought back out. Underneath. Shot up and in. Braden Johnson now has 7.
Wow, what a great pass by Trevor Miller to set that easy shot up, though. Chargers do a good job of passing their inside in the middle.
Couple left-hand dribbles for Knowles. Nice move. The bucket good, and he's the leading scorer for the Dons with 8. Whistle and a foul. Going to the free throw line is going to be Trevor Miller.
Yeah, Knowles,
Corner Canyons.
I say Knowles with that last basket exceeds his season average of 6. Also, man, I'm feeling a little hungry for some Two Jacks Pizza. They're one of the great sponsors of this broadcast tonight.
Want to thank them. Again, their number 798-8601. I don't even have to look at anything to know that. Free throw, no good. Good miss for the Dons there. Miller unable to connect on free throw number 1. Is number 2 forthcoming. 30 North Main for Two Jacks is where you can find them. And if you don't know where Two Jacks is, it's because you don't shop Main Street enough.
Or you don't like pizza.
Yeah, one or the other. Minute 52 remaining and a whistle and a foul. 1-and-1 coming up for the Dons. That foul committed by Zach Wilson.
It's his second.
2 on the point guard, 18 fouls. And Tanner Argyle to the free throw line for 2 shots. Dons have 16 points in the quarter, Chris, so a pretty solid offensive production quarter for the Dons.
Yeah. You know, anytime you score, I'd say north of 15, that's a pretty good offensive quarter at the high school level.
Second good for Argyle. 8 ties him with Knowles leading scorer role.
Yeah, the Dons struggled early this season to get points. The first game against Orem, they only put 31 up, and the next game against Mountain View, only 41. They've already got 29 here in the first half.
Oh, hey, that is a for-sure foul.
Great hustle by Bridger Knowles. Unfortunately,
Is that a pass interference? What was that?
I don't know. He might have got there after the ball. We'd have to check out the Car Guys instant replay, but in basketball, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Foul's a foul, eh? So free throws coming for Tommy Groskerutz. That's what his name is tonight. If I'm pronouncing it wrong, I'm sorry. Free throw. Missed. And the rebound to the Dons. State Farm Insurance, Lance Wilson, sponsoring tonight's State Farm assist to the game. 3 ball, good! Lewis! Dons to within 2.
Yeah, and it's been behind 3-point shooting here in the second quarter that's got the Dons back in this thing.
3 ball on the way for Miller short. The Dons can tie or lead if they can get a board and a jump ball. Possession arrow to Spanish Fork.
Nice hustle that time by Knowles. He's just a sophomore, Alan.
Before I was so rudely interrupted by that 3 ball by Lewis, Lance Wilson, State Farm, located at 220 North Main. You can give him a phone call for a quote, 801-798-9288, or go online at lancewilsoninsurance.com. Minute 15.
Corner Canyon went with the press that time, and the Dons did a good job of getting that up court. But, you know, this has been a game of 3-point shooting.
Tied ball game, Argyle. He has 10, all here in the second. And on the other end, a 3 ball missed, but a rebound. Johnson is going to the line. It looks like he's going to get 2.
Dons have 4 guys with 2 fouls. That's Argyle's first. But, you know, they got to be careful. Thor, Cogden, Knowles, and Tobiasen all have 2 fouls apiece.
Free throw good for Braden Johnston. He now has 8. Checking in will be Doherty, Cameron Doherty coming in for Michael Scheffner.
Yeah, the Dons have gotten hot in this second quarter behind the long ball, and that's how Corner Canyon got their lead. So it might be who shoots the 3 ball the best in the second half might win this thing.
Johnson missed the second 3 ball. Lewis air ball.
Whoa.
Missed that one badly, and a rebound to Miller.
Yeah, Lewis forced that one.
Trevor Miller going coast to coast and swatted. Lewis having nothing of it.
You take a 3-point shot like that, and then you have to run down the court to redeem yourself.
That's right.
That's exactly what
hey,
Lewis
if you
did.
miss it, get angry and head to the other end.
Right.
40 seconds remaining here in the half. Dons trail by 1. Right side. They work it. Kuhn, whistle, blocking foul against the Dons. That's 2 shots from here on out.
That's Braden Christensen with his first foul. We'd like to thank Triple T Heating, Plumbing, and Cooling for sponsoring this broadcast as well. If you need your furnace tuned up or anything like that, now would be a good time to call them.
Yeah. Hasn't felt like you've really needed a furnace over the last couple of days, Chris, but you know what? It's coming. You know it's coming, and if you're not ready, you better get that way, and we encourage you to call Triple T.
It can get cold in a hurry.
That's right. Both shots made by Braxton Kuhn. He has 4 points, all from the charity stripe. 3 ball, Argyle, long ways out.
Yeah, he was a little too far out on that attempt. The Dons need to, you know, probably get back in their offensive flow in the third quarter. So it looks like Corner Canyon's going to go ahead and hold this for the last shot.
Braxton Kuhn on the perimeter, guarded by Money. Just checked in, 6 on the clock. They work it right side, and a travel violation. Dons with plenty of time to get a shot off here, Chris.
Yeah, they could tie this thing up with a three-pointer.
That'd be nice to go into the half in the tie ball game with a team that's been dominant against some of your region opponents. Argyle had to come back for it, and he's going to have to launch it full court almost. And he misses. The Dons will go to the half with a 3-point deficit to overcome, Chris.
Yeah, but they did a great job of shooting their way back into this game.
37-34 the lead for the Chargers as we go to the break. We'll be right back.
In Spanish Fork, see your good neighbor State Farm agent Lance Wilson for your insurance and financial needs.
Hi, welcome to Two Jacks Pizza.
For the best pizza you'll ever taste and our world-famous cheese sticks, come to Two Jacks Pizza on Main Street in Spanish Fork or call us for a quick delivery. Are you hungry yet? Need a new car or truck? The Car Guys has the best selection of used vehicles at the best prices in Spanish Fork. The Car Guys know their automobiles to get you the best car for your needs and your budget. The Car Guys at 872 North Main in Spanish Fork. You know Triple T Heating and Cooling, but did you know that Triple T does plumbing? From tankless hot water, soft water, and reverse osmosis drinking water systems, right down to that leaky faucet. Triple T sure does plumbing. Call Triple T at 801-798-7711 today. MVP Sports is the #1 source for sporting goods in Spanish Fork. Football, soccer, all the fall sports, we've got you covered. Check out our new custom t-shirt builder. Design at home and we'll build it for you. MVP Sports, 72 North Main in Spanish Fork.
Back with you during halftime. 37-34 the lead for Corner Canyon, Chris. But so far the Dons looking really solid, especially behind the free throw or the three-point line. And that's kind of what kept the Dons in it here in this first half.
Yeah, Austin Thor, Tanner Argyle, they shot themselves back into this ball game with that three ball. That's how Corner Canyon though got this lead. Corner Canyon did a good job of setting some screens, getting some three balls, spreading the ball out against the zone, but Spanish Fork countered with some of Corner Canyon's
going into that second quarter. The Dons had a 10-point deficit. The Dons outscored them 23-16 or 23-16, whatever it is, to get back into this ball game. Hey, we're right back in it after being down pretty solid in that first quarter.
Yeah, it looked like Corner Canyon was going to run them out of the gym, and then Spanish Fork fought back, took some of that momentum into the half, and we'll see what they can do here in the second half. But, and they'll get Jax Tobiasen down low, who has a couple fouls. He sat most of that second quarter, so maybe they can go inside here in the second half as well as take advantage of some of that perimeter shooting.
Yeah, and think about it, Chris. The Dons were able to get back into this ball game while Tobiasen was on the bench. And, we stated earlier, if he's off the floor, the Dons are in trouble. The Dons' big guys, other than Tobiasen, have been pretty solid underneath, forcing Corner Canyon to get most of their scoring from that.
Knowles has looked pretty good down low. He's just a sophomore. He's only going to get better this season. That's a very young team. Tanner Argyle's a junior. There's not a lot of experience here. They did not return a single starter, but they're starting to look like they might be able to click this season and make a run for the region championship.
It'll be exciting to see, and we'll take another break here before we head to the rest of this contest. Just take it for a moment and come right back here on Spanish Fork 17.
In Spanish Fork, see your good neighbor State Farm agent Lance Wilson for your insurance and financial needs.
Hi, welcome to Two Jacks Pizza.
For the best pizza you'll ever taste and our world-famous cheese sticks, come to Two Jacks Pizza on Main Street in Spanish Fork or call us for a quick delivery. Are you hungry yet? Need a new car or truck? The Car Guys has the best selection of used vehicles at the best prices in Spanish Fork. The Car Guys know their automobiles to get you the best car for your needs and your budget. The Car Guys at 872 North Main in Spanish Fork. You know Triple T Heating and Cooling, but did you know that Triple T does plumbing? From tankless hot water, soft water, and reverse osmosis drinking water systems, right down to that leaky faucet. Triple T sure does plumbing. Call Triple T at 801-798-7711 today. MVP Sports is the #1 source for sporting goods in Spanish Fork. Football, soccer, all the fall sports, we've got you covered. Check out our new custom t-shirt builder. Design at home and we'll build it for you. MVP Sports, 72 North Main in Spanish Fork.
I was looking at the schedule, Chris. Spanish Fork Dons in this game with the 37-34 deficit against Corner Canyon Chargers. And I'm looking at the schedule here. It's not really home friendly in the preseason, is it?
No, they have one more home preseason game as we get a good look at the ugly sweater contest going on on our screen. But sorry to get off topic, but they get Brighton. We went up to Brighton last year. That was a pretty good game. That was one of the Spanish Fork lost that game, but that was probably one of their best performances of the season in a loss.
Yeah, I remember that game, and their big stud now plays at USC with Porter Gustin from Salem Hills. Olsen Messina played for Brighton, and he was a real problem for the Dons underneath. He's just huge, bodied, and he's even getting some minutes up at down to USC, and good for he and Gustin as they're both playing quite a bit. Anyway, aside from football, the Dons with Desert Hills on Friday and then Dixie on Saturday. That's a full week. I mean, that's 4 games in a week that the Dons have to play, and then they get a nice break up until December 28th. What are the Dons learning right now, do you think?
Well, I think they're learning, obviously, no returning starters. You've got to find some leaders. You got to identify who they are, and I think they've done that with Tanner Argyle, Thor, Jax Tobiasen, and you got to learn how to win. They did that last night against Provo. I honestly went to that game expecting Provo to beat them. Full disclosure there, but they impressed me. They played very aggressive defense, and it looks like they're learning how to score the ball because, they got more points now than they did in the entire first ball game they played against Orem.
Yeah, I was going to say, seeing the progress of this team, it appears that they're not making any steps backwards, which is what you want to see, as you head towards region play. And the region, it looks like there's not going to be a ton of parity, much like last year, where not one team really dominated the entire region. And it's going to be going to be a solid test for Spanish Fork for sure, because the team's so young, but a lot to look forward to as well.
Maple Mountain won the region, but how many games did they win by 4 points or less last season? It was a ton.
Back to play. Leading scores in the first half for Corner Canyon. Braden Johnson had 8, 7 for Doherty, and then a couple players with 6, including Wilson, who missed, and Kyle Williams. Underneath, the bucket good for Braden Johnson, so now he's in double figures of 10.
Jax Tobiasen has to be careful. I'm shocked he didn't pick up his 3rd foul there.
That was close. Argyle to the base, ball swatted away. Outside 3 ball on the way, no good. That missed by Chinggis. And the whistle and foul against the Dons. Showing against
Knowles' 3rd.
Is that 3 for him? It's showing 2 upstairs.
Showing 2. I must have marked foul wrong earlier.
Good, I'm glad you missed it, and they did. Underneath, nice block. It looked like Tobiasen got a piece of that one.
Yeah, he's a big presence down there. Tobiasen stands 6'8", and he does stand 6'8". I've been next to him.
Ball knocked out of bounds. The Dons has maintained possession.
Tobiasen moonlighted as a tackle for the football team. He looks a little bit bigger, maybe a little bit more aggressive this season.
3 ball. No. Rebound to the Dons. Tied up. And a foul. No jump. Coach Anthony Cannon from Corner Canyon wanted a jump ball on that one. Car Guys are located at 872 North Main in Spanish Fork. I encourage you to visit them. All of the vehicles, nearly all of them, most of them, are under factory warranty. You can go online to thecarguysut.net. 798-0077 is the number we can reach the car guys. Again, 72 North Main. Ball knocked away as Johnson was going up with it, and a foul again against Corner Canyon.
Wow. There's been a lot of jump balls, a lot of they're not securing the ball. You see that a lot in the girls' basketball games I've called, but it's kind of getting a little bit sloppy out there with possessing the ball.
Doherty picks up his third on that one. 2 team fouls against Corner Canyon.
We're only 2 minutes into the quarter, less than 2 minutes.
It's Tobias and underneath. The Dons have been having a lot of trouble getting that ball, finding passing lanes underneath to Tobias, and now a jump ball.
Corner Canyon suffocating them with a zone defense now. They played man-to-man in the first half, but now they've loaded up the box in there, if you will, and Tobiasen has no room to operate.
They might have that set up to defend Tobiasen.
Yes.
Ball out of bounds. They call a foul. They did. That foul's only against Wilson.
That's his third?
Yes, sir.
Wow. Some of these starters, 2 of the 5 starters have 3 fouls early here in the third quarter. We got
a foul off the ball, and is that on Tobiasen?
In a matter of about 2 seconds of gameplay, we've got everybody picking up their third foul.
Including Jax Tobiasen.
That's his third.
Not seeing a lot of basketball.
No.
I feel like I'm calling a wrestling match here.
I think they get paid by the call.
Underneath, a foul in the bucket. Braxton Kuhn. His first field goal of the game. He's got 6 points, the rest off of free throws, but he's going to see another one here.
That's Knowles' third foul, so the 2 big guys for the Dons in foul trouble. Jesse Roberts electing to keep both of those guys in.
Free throw good.
Chargers opening up a little bit of a lead now.
Yep, 8-point lead underneath. There's a bucket for Knowles. He now has 10 to tie Tanner Argyle atop the Dons scoring list. Underneath, rebound by the small man, Zachary Wilson with a bucket. Timeout on the floor.
Zachary Wilson, small at 6'2". That just tells you how big these high school kids are getting anymore.
I tell you. Once again, we want to thank our sponsors for tonight, the car guys, for tonight's instant replay. Lance Wilson, State Farm Insurance. Tonight's assist of the game. Triple T Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. MVP Sports for tonight's MVP of the game. 2 Jack's Pizza. And of course, those who are bringing this game to you tonight. SFCN, Channel 17. Also Channel 16, depending on the night and who's playing and who's playing where, et cetera, et cetera. It's awesome. We're going to be able to do multiple live games. It's great.
We were able to do that during the football season, be able to provide 2 games simultaneously. It just provides double your pleasure. I like on any given night, watch some basketball and flip through and maybe watch 2 or 3 games and flip during the commercials. That's just me, though.
We could be sitting here with a tablet or something, watching the Maple Mountain game the same time the Dons are playing if it's a bad game,
We might have to do that later on this season. We'll try that. We'll give you an update on that later on the season. I think if you're the Dons here, though, you need to work the perimeter. They've shut down Tobiasen inside.
Yeah, that shutdown has occurred, and we're going to see if the Dons can utilize some quick movement of the ball on the perimeter to get some shots as Knowles goes up hard and misses.
Yeah, there's the Berlin Wall, if you will, inside. They just need to go outside. That's what got them back into this game.
Right. 3 ball on the way. Good. Doherty has 10.
And he's only 6'6" out there launching those threes for Corner Canyon.
He's not got a huge body. He's got a shot. Knowles swatted, rebound, and out of bounds as Argyle. No, they're going to say, they say the ball was knocked out. I guess so, as Tobiasen takes a seat. And in comes Braden Christensen for the Dons, another big man, 6'3". So only sparing 5 inches here.
Yeah.
Underneath, ball knocked away, and the Chargers come up with it, but the Dons get it back. 3 ball, Argyle, no. Rebound, and a foul. 4:48 remaining. 4 fouls now for Corner Canyon, 3 for Spanish Fork.
Who did they call that one on? That's his 4th.
Oh, yeah, the 3-ball shooter, Cameron Doherty, knocked down that last 3, and he's right on the bench.
Doherty
Knowles
averaging 8 points a game for Corner Canyon as they spread the love in the point department.
Yes, they do. We mentioned that earlier. 3-ball good. Zachary Wilson, and now Corner Canyon with their biggest lead of the game at 14. The Dons have only 2 points here in the 3rd, and we're almost halfway. Congdon, right side. Argyle now with it. Goes in. Right-hand shot, no good. Off balance. The rebound to the Chargers.
Both teams not afraid to take early shots, that's for sure.
3-ball on the way. Good.
Wow.
Trevor Miller and the timeout on the floor. It appears that the Dons are going to need a full one here.
Yeah.
And it is.
It's a full one. It looks like the Dons.
We'll stay here with you. Well, Lance Wilson State Farm Insurance again providing us with tonight's assist of the game. And have you seen that yet? I'm asking you. You got to keep your eyes open for that one.
Assist. I've seen a couple of great passes by Corner Canyon to get them this 17-point lead. Yeah, it's been maybe they're just trading quarters here. You go ahead, take the 1st and 3rd. We'll take the 2nd and 4th. But the Dons have certainly let Corner Canyon have plenty of open looks here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah.
The Chargers are
Let's hope we don't
fire.
have to result in giving that Lance Wilson State Farm assist of the game to the Chargers. That would just be horrible. 220 North Main is where you can find Lance Wilson. We also want to encourage you to go to YouTube or at sfcn.org where you can find live streams of the game. It's all done through YouTube. But you can find a direct link right there at sfcn.org.
The sad thing is I have a hard time convincing my kids that YouTube never existed.
After as much as I actually play with it and use it, I don't remember not using it, Chris.
Yeah, I get that same feeling from myself.
Left side for the Dons. Dons need to get quicker out there. Money up top. Ball nearly taken away. Lewis dribbles top of the perimeter. The Dons just looking for anything, and the Dons now have Kellett Cook on the floor. The Dons are digging into the bench a little bit, and we have a foul away from the ball, it appears.
It's on number 3.
Yeah, that's going to be on Braxton Kuhn, and that'll be his first is all, but 5 team fouls already for Corner Canyon.
This has been a very hectic quarter just till the last about 30 seconds of it, where both teams were flying up and down the court.
Up top, Lewis, ball knocked away. The Dons come up with it once again, as Knowles kept fighting for it.
This is the part of the high school game I don't like, the fact that we haven't implemented a shot clock.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what the Dons are really trying to do here.
Trying to wear them down slowly.
Yeah. They're down by 17.
Odds are they'll get a turnover unless they take a shot here.
Yeah, and there it is. Almost. Whistle and a foul, luckily. And the Dons are only 1 away from going to the free throw.
Maybe they're just trying to draw them into the penalty here.
Hey, you know, whatever you got to do. If they have to get impatient and foul you, then that's how it is.
We'll win it from the free throw stripe.
So the Dons out of town until Tuesday, January 5th, where Brighton will be here.
That's very odd to only have 2 preseason games here at the Don Dome.
Hey, they got a Hodson Cancer Classic, December 28th through the 30th, and then 2 games down south this weekend. So long break for Spanish Fork following this weekend. And for us, we won't be back till the 1st of the year. Dons get a turnover there. Kellett Cook right side.
Yes, Spanish Fork looks just all sorts of frustrated. I mean, they got the bucket, but it wasn't the prettiest throw at the ball, was it?
Lewis with the bucket. I was waiting for a traveling call that didn't ever happen. Underneath. Ball knocked away and through the legs. They've got to give that to the Dons just because it went through the wickets, right?
I believe so.
All right, the Dons will get it back.
Regulation 3.21 says so.
Dons will bring in number 34, Gunnar Garside. Almost said Parker Bowman.
I was very impressed, though, Alan, I got to say, with the cricket analogy there.
You got to give him the benefit of the doubt. Bucket good. Knowles with 12 points to lead all scorers tonight.
Yeah, Don's making a 4-0 run here, trying to get back in this thing to start the fourth quarter.
Maybe that little offensive lull Corner Canyon to sleep thing worked. Take him out of a rhythm. See? It works. Now they get it back and get the bucket. Easy one. As William knocks it in, he's got 8.
There was not a soul within William. I think I was the closest one for that rebound next to William. You got to box out until you have the ball.
Minute 14 to go here in the third. 15-point lead. 3-ball way long by Lewis. On the break, Johnson can't get it. Ball knocked away. Corner Canyon will maintain possession. Good job on the defensive end by Garside to knock that away. And look at this. Dons are bringing out their starting lineup back into the game almost.
That's nearly a complete line shift there.
All starters into the ball game except for Chingus, Josh Chingus, number 24. Underneath, Johnson misses, rebound to the Dons.
Hey, Don's got to be patient here. Look for a good shot, not necessarily a fast one. That's what got him in trouble. Waiting
for a foul there, nothing called. Knocked away by Johnson. The Dons will get it back. 52 on the clock.
There have been about 2 or 3 times there could have been a foul called. Haven't.
Underneath, we got a whistle and a foul, so Jax Tobias will go to the free throw line for 1 and 1, unless he says he's going up. I don't think he will. Yeah, he will give him 2
shots.
Okay.
That's Braden Johnson's foul. That's his 3rd.
Saying 2 on the board. I don't know.
Oh, did they give that to Kyle William instead?
Yeah, they did give it to William. So Jax Tobias in for 2. This is the first. Dons have seen. That's a second free throw attempt for the Dons tonight, I think. Unless I'm missing something. Oh, there's 2 others. Yeah.
It's a good thing it wasn't a 1 and 1,
That was
too.
the 4th free throw attempt for Spanish Fort tonight. Wow. On the way, no good. Missed them both. Bounds. We call a foul off the ball against the Dons.
Is that on 34? That's Gunnar.
That's right.
Gunnar Garside.
Yeah, Garside's first.
He just checked into the game.
Off the floor, Doherty. As Groskaroots onto the floor for Corner Canyon. Outside, William, 3-ball, got it.
Wow.
That's his 3rd 3 of the game. 11 points off the bench for Gwilliam.
This Corner Canyon's going to be a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah, they're a problem. 3-ball good by Argyle. He has 13 now. 15-point lead to 15 ticks. Right side, the ball swatted away. Nice defense by the Dons, but getting it back, shot up, no good. Groskaroots misses. Dons have time. And a bump and a blocking foul. So going to the free throw line for the Dons is going to be Josh Chingus.
Well, and they'll be shooting the rest of the way here in this game.
Our guys are located at 872 North Main in Spanish Fort. 798-0077 is where you can visit or give them a call if you need them to find you something as Chingus misses. 798-0077. CarGuysUT.org.net. Excuse me. 15-point lead for the Chargers as we head to the fourth here on Spanish Fork 17.
In Spanish Fork, see your good neighbor State Farm agent Lance Wilson for your insurance and financial needs.
Hi, welcome to Two Jacks Pizza.
For the best pizza you'll ever taste and our world-famous cheese sticks, come to Two Jacks Pizza on Main Street in Spanish Fork or call us for a quick delivery. Are you hungry yet? Need a new car or truck? The Car Guys has the best selection of used vehicles at the best prices in Spanish Fork. The Car Guys know their automobiles to get you the best car for your needs and your budget. The Car Guys at 872 North Main in Spanish Fork. You know Triple T Heating and Cooling, but did you know that Triple T does plumbing? From tankless hot water, soft water, and reverse osmosis drinking water systems, right down to that leaky faucet. Triple T sure does plumbing. Call Triple T at 801-798-7711 today. MVP Sports is the #1 source for sporting goods in Spanish Fork. Football, soccer, all the fall sports, we've got you covered. Check out our new custom t-shirt builder. Design at home and we'll build it for you. MVP Sports, 72 North Main in Spanish Fork.
Well, a hole to be dug from the Spanish Fork Dons. They're going to need that. They're going to need a little help here if they're going to get back into this one, Chris. And I'm afraid to say it's by the 3 ball. It's going to have to happen.
They're going to have to hit some 3 balls, and then they're going to have to slow Corner Canyon down, maybe get some turnovers. That's their only shot here. But, you know, they did make a big run in the second quarter, and they used the 3 ball to get back in this game. Let's see if they can do it once again.
I wonder if there was a little bit of a halftime hangover there for the Dons, just because, for the simple fact they come back out of the locker room and Cedar or Corner Canyon came out guns a-blazing and just took off.
Yeah.
And the Dons have, you know, tried to fight back here in the latter minutes of the third quarter, slowed Corner Canyon down a little bit, but Dons are going to need to find some energy here. 3 ball on the way, no, and a rebound to Tobias, and he grabs it powerfully and then throws it through the hands of Chigas.
And Corner Canyon's been the aggressive team here in the second half. You can not only tell that from the scoreboard, but the foul is committed. They committed 8 fouls in that third quarter alone, but, you know, sometimes the more aggressive team gets more fouls, but they also win the game.
Up top, Zachary Wilson. They work left side to Kuhn. Braxton Kuhn. One dribble and the ball knocked out of bounds by the Dons.
And if you're Corner Canyon, you can kind of slow down, take your time, get a good shot here. You got a 15-point lead. There's no reason to rush anything.
When did Corner Canyon last play, Chris?
It was on Saturday, December 5th.
And we have a foul and the ball's stuck. That foul will go against the Dons.
Yeah,
so they've had, you know, 4 or 5 days to prepare for this game and to get their legs rested up and whatever needs to happen. And the Dons, they've coming off a tough game. You just wonder how much wind's left in this team tonight.
Yeah, Corner Canyon, they played the 2nd, 4th, and 5th, so they lost to Westlake, but they played 3 games in 4 nights.
Free throws good for William. He has 13. 60-43 lead.
I think you're right. Spanish Fork's a little bit fatigued right now. They don't have the same energy they did in that first half. I think some of that might have been from having to play Provo last night. That was a very aggressive, fast-paced, physical game, just like this one.
Yeah, you get into those games where you don't have time to relax, take a breath on the other end of the floor, and you knew, I mean, coming into this game, you know Corner Canyon has a plan, and they're going to utilize that to the max against the team, you know, just to see if they can't take the legs out from underneath them. Right. Tobias into the line. Free throw good. MVP Sports sponsors tonight's MVP of the game, located at 72 North Main in Spanish Fork. Sporting goods for all seasons. Go online at MVPSportsUtah.com. Explore the website there. Need anything? Give MVP Sports a call at 798-3587.
That's the one thing the Dons did well last year was shoot the free throws.
Wyson only gets 1 of 2 on that trip.
Seems like they've struggled getting there and making them early on this season.
Up top, Braxton Kuhn. Work it around. William back to Kuhn. Left side, Miller. Kuhn to the right. 3-ball, Wilson. No, rebound, Dons. The Dons, they're going to need to start making a run right now.
Yeah, if they don't make a run soon, this thing's going to be over, and that turnover, of course, doesn't help. And we still need to find our Lance Wilson State Farm assist.
And we're waiting for that. Somebody step it up. Argyle got a hand on that last one. And
can we give an assist on the block?
we can give that the triple T block of the game.
The triple T.
However you want to put it. I don't know.
The Tobias and triple T block of the game. There was no question where that ball was going.
Luckily, there wasn't a cheerleader under there. She might have had a broken arm or something. Oh, we got a foul. Let's go back to the Dons. And a hook.
A hockey hook.
That's right. Foul going against number 33, Grostrutz. However you pronounce that. I'm still trying to figure it out. I'm just going to say
it just doesn't look that fair when there's that many consonants.
No.
And very few vowels.
It's not fair at all. Whistle, foul, no shot. It's going to go against Corner Canyon. I don't know why they'd wave the shot off on that, though. It seemed like it was after the shot was taken.
Yeah, it seemed like the continuation was in effect on that play where the ball was just barely leaving his hand when the ref blew the whistle, unless he was slow on his whistle, maybe. Yeah. Either way.
Free throw. No, Tobias having a rough go with it. Two Jacks Pizza. One of our fine sponsors this evening. We're located about 20 North Main, is it not? Something like that. Anyways, give them a call, 798-8601. You can go online and check out their menu as well.
Also, if you got a little time on your hands and it's lunchtime, just go in there, get something to eat. I used to do that when I worked in Spanish Fork.
Go to twojackspizza.com for their website and menu. And again, 30 North Main. I was off by 10 on the address. Underneath. Good. Go to 20 North Main and take a few steps north. 3-ball missed by Argyle.
And take a few more steps and you'll make your way to MVP Sports.
That's right. William now the leading scorer. He wants more and he'll get it. He's got 18 points. Kyle Gwilliam, and 4 of them by 3.
Wow. 18 points, including 4 3-pointers, is a good night for anybody at the high school level. He looks comfortable shooting the ball. Actually, everybody for this Corner Canyon has a very nice looking release on their shot.
Left side, Miller, back out. You'd think that pretty soon Corner Canyon might start utilizing some of their bench guys. Haven't seen much of that. You've got 5 minutes left. I guess it's not over.
Well, when you're up by 20 with the pace of this game, it's going to be hard for Spanish Fork to get back in it. And they do call a travel. Tommy Grostrutz.
Yeah, you give it a try this time. I was waiting for you.
Shuffles his feet. We apologize to him and his family. You can email Alan Huff at, not for the pronunciation next time we do a Corner Canyon.
You can find my name online on the MVP Sports website. If you're going to send something naughty, don't send it to me. 4:49. 65, 45, 20-point lead for Corner Canyon. Underneath, Christensen, was that Christensen? Knowles actually was unable to handle it.
Seems like Spanish Fork's given up a little bit in this game where they're just going down there, turning the ball over. Maybe some of that's fatigue.
Hey, just 1 point for the Dons here in the quarter. And then Gwilliam has taken over the scoring responsibilities for Corner Canyon because he's the only scorer of the quarter.
Is he?
Scoring 7 and a whistle and a foul.
Points seem to be at a premium here in this fourth quarter.
Did they switch? They switched Thayer out of his
11 to 24.
11 to 24. And see, I've been calling him Chingus all night, and if somebody tells me, I'd appreciate it. Golly.
He looked very familiar. I'm like,
we're the first people that should know. William, another 3.
You can say that, I think, for the rest of the game. William, another 3.
SFCN is built for speed, but I don't know that SFCN can compete with the speed of the scoring of Corner Canyon and Gwilliam here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about that. It's William's world, and we just happen to be living in it right now.
We encourage you to, for those who are subscribers or even online, sign up for SFCN. Internet, cable services, second to none.
I've never had a problem streaming anything on Netflix or Hulu. It's just great.
And I'll tell you what, if you do have any problems, as Braden Johnson wants to be recognized a little bit with that shot, but if you do have an issue, and it happens from time to time, nobody's perfect, you can get a hold of call SFCN and they'll be right in your house to take care of any issues you might have as Jax Tobiasen scores his first field goal since the first quarter.
I think if you're the Dons, it's important here to just compete. So you're not giving up. I know Corner Canyon can't miss at this point, but
Miller knocks that one down, and it's probably time to call the Dogs off.
Yeah, they might want to empty the bench,
left.
but if you're Spanish Fork, you still got to continue to play hard.
Tobiasen, he's the only player that has scored for the Dons here in the fourth as well.
He has 4?
5.
5. Made a free throw.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Dons, I think, playing last night's really caught up to him, and that's what might have happened to Corner Canyon in their one loss.
Flop attempt by Tobiasen doesn't work. Tip out, number 3, bucket good by number 3.
That's Kuhn.
Braxton Kuhn, he has 9.
I think this Corner Canyon might have a chance there in Region 7 to compete for the championship. Now, there's a few new faces in Region 7. Orem's Timpview and Provo move into that region. We saw Provo last night, and then also Alta.
We want to thank all our sponsors for tonight's game. The Car Guys, State Farm Insurance, Lance Wilson, Triple T, Heating and Air, Two Jacks Pizza, MVP Sports, and SFCN. All those sponsors you see on your screen right there are the ones who are bringing this game to you and making this game possible, so we want to thank them, of course. Not to mention our friends here at SFCN, Channel 17, for all the hard work, coming here, setting up, getting everything ready to go so that Chris and I can just walk in and throw on a headset. Hopefully we've done enough homework that we don't look too stupid.
Well, there's no doubt we look stupid, but just not too stupid, the key word in that sentence. Yeah, but these guys show up. I've done the football and basketball games for a couple of years now, and they have everything we need when we show up.
3-ball missed by Lewis. And the bench has been emptied. Grosskreutz with the bucket.
Spanish Fork needs to do a better job of getting back on their transition defense. Everybody kind of stopped at the free throw line, and Grosskreutz was wide open.
I love listening to someone else try. Cross court. Dons have emptied their bench as well as a 3-ball, except for Lewis there. He's seen minutes tonight, and he knocks down the 3, and we've got a timeout on the floor, just 30-second timeout.
I think this is to get a couple more guys in the game here.
Yeah. That being said, we want to, again, thank Triple T Heating and Air for sponsoring tonight's game. again, if you need to get everything ready for winter, you better call Triple T Heating and Air. They'll be at your house, ready to do whatever needs to be done, whether it's maintenance, tune-up, whatever you need to have done.
Furnace shuts down. I've had that happen. Had to call Triple T a couple of times.
It's awesome when that happens in the middle of winter.
Yeah.
I'll tell you.
It never happens in the summer. Imagine that.
No. Everything's perfect.
That's when the AC
that's when
goes
your
out.
AC goes out. Yeah. Whatever's running can break. If it's sitting there doing nothing, you're good. So let's keep this 60, 70 degree weather, and we don't have to worry about it, period. It's not good for Triple T, but hey. Again, we want to thank them for their sponsorship. Okay, a few more faces and names to learn. Ammon Jensen had the ball. He gives it to Ammon Savage. A couple of Ammons out there.
That's Hayden
Along with
Board
Hayden
now.
Board.
Yeah. For simplification reasons, we're going to call him Ammon Board.
And Gwilliam is still out there just to torture us. Mikey Petty with the bucket there. Another new face.
Mikey Petty. That almost sounds like a good NASCAR name.
It is. Richard, Kyle, and Mikey. Whistle and a foul, and to the free throw line for Spanish Fork will be Kellett Cook.
He'll be shooting 2.
Boy, this game got out of hand quick. I mean, it was...
Cook looking for his first points of the season.
Yeah, let's get him here. The junior to the line. And I'll tell you, how fast did that 3-point lead at half disappear and just went away for good?
Yeah.
Here in the second.
Corner Canyon just plain dominated the second half. There's no other way of putting it. And I think it's 'cause part of it's they just wanted it more.
Yeah.
Spanish Fork was with them the whole time, and Corner Canyon's like, not so fast.
They came out, stomped on the gas pedal, and never let off. Cook with his first point of the year on that free throw. Colton Condi also on the floor playing defense now for Spanish Fork and picking up. Oh, got a jump. Or no.
You got it. They called him.
Oh, they
I think
got
we'll be shooting 1-1 here.
Okay, 1-1 signal. So on the floor now for Spanish Fork, Nathan Hansen, Colton Condi, Kellett Cook, along with Tyler Christensen.
Probably looks very similar to the JV game.
And Caleb Money, that's right. Free throw good for Hayden Board. Again, you can always stream these games online. Either visit youtube.com/SpanishFork17 or make it easier on yourself. Go to sfcn.org and follow the links. Live streaming. This game could be watched right this minute in Japan. 81-53, turnover.
Might be the middle of the night, but yes, you could be watching. Well, actually, it's morning
They
now.
had breakfast.
Yeah.
A little breakfast.
Breakfast and basketball.
6 on the clock. And they're just going to run it out. John Mitchell with the ball.
And Corner Canyon made this thing look easy tonight.
81-53, the final. We'll be right back with the recap of tonight's action.
In Spanish Fork, see your good neighbor State Farm agent Lance Wilson for your insurance and financial needs.
Hi, welcome to Two Jacks Pizza.
For the best pizza you'll ever taste and our world-famous cheese sticks, come to Two Jacks Pizza on Main Street in Spanish Fork or call us for a quick delivery. Are you hungry yet? Need a new car or truck? The Car Guys has the best selection of used vehicles at the best prices in Spanish Fork. The Car Guys know their automobiles to get you the best car for your needs and your budget. The Car Guys at 872 North Main in Spanish Fork. You know Triple T Heating and Cooling, but did you know that Triple T does plumbing? From tankless hot water, soft water, and reverse osmosis drinking water systems, right down to that leaky faucet. Triple T sure does plumbing. Call Triple T at 801-798-7711 today. MVP Sports is the #1 source for sporting goods in Spanish Fork. Football, soccer, all the fall sports, we've got you covered. Check out our new custom t-shirt builder. Design at home and we'll build it for you. MVP Sports, 72 North Main in Spanish Fork.
Well, the Spanish Fork Dons unable to come up with a victory. Chris, in the second half.
Fastest scoreboard in the West is.
Oh, it's off already.
It's off
but you know
already.
what? I'm going to tell you, I've got quick hands, and I got this score written down. Everything's all set to go. Corner Canyon outscored Spanish Fort, Chris, 44-19
Wow.
in the second half. Now, if that happened in the first half,
It's been a long night.
yeah, it would have been. But the Dons kept it really interesting in that first half. But again, you wonder if either Corner Canyon came out rockets blazing for the second half, or a combination of that. Well, they did have that, but in combination, the Dons just lost their legs and weren't, energized enough after a tough game last night against Provo.
I think it's a combination of both things, but yeah, Corner Canyon, though, they shoot the 3-ball well, and that's what got them that big lead. They were playing aggressive, but it's one thing to play aggressive. It's another thing when that ball's dropping, and that thing was dropping in the second half as everybody on Corner Canyon practices the 3-ball, obviously.
Well, MVP Sports sponsors tonight's MVP of the game, and they're located at 72 North Main in Spanish Fork, 798-3587. You can go online at Spanish Fork or MVPSportsUtah.com. And tonight's MVP of the game, Chris, who you got?
We're going to go with Bridger Knowles. He had 13 points tonight, I believe. He also was all over the boards, both on the offense and defensive side in the losing effort, but he gave a lot of effort tonight, and that's why he's our MVP Sports MVP player of the game.
Again, I wasn't at the game last night. How much did he play last night?
Played quite a bit. Him, Jax Tobias, and Tanner Argyle played quite a bit last night, so still had a lot of energy from a back-to-back.
Yeah, I was going to say, to have played a lot of minutes last night, to come in tonight, I think he probably had more minutes than anyone else on the Dons roster, with the exception of maybe Argyle.
Argyle
but
played a lot last night, too.
To see him come out and have a solid performance, and he really played a big role at keeping the Dons in it early, because he was an inside presence that was working.
Well, and that's what's interesting about high school basketball is the state playoffs. You get used to playing 2 games a week. You usually play Tuesday, you play Friday, and then all of a sudden you run into the state tournament. It's like, well, you got to play 4 times to win it or take second in 1 week. So, it's not a bad thing to play 4 games in 1 week and have a back-to-back, because that's what you're going to run into if you make it far enough in the state playoffs.
There's one thing, Chris, that you and I get a failing grade on tonight.
Pronunciation?
Well, that, and on top of that, selecting the State Farm Lance Wilson State Farm assist of the game.
Thanks, Lance Wilson. We apologize.
Yeah, we didn't really catch that one, and probably because of the fact we didn't really see a whole lot. A lot of we were expecting to find it in the second half, but with 19 points, how many of them were actual assists? So, hey.
They shot a lot of free throws, too.
Yeah.
Didn't make them.
Braxton Argyle made a lot of nice passes. We're going to give it, him that credit. I can't pinpoint the assist, but pick one, hopefully.
Thanks, Tanner, for the assist of the game.
Yeah. So, once again, we want to thank all our sponsors, the Car Guys, for tonight's instant replay. And they are located at 872 North Main in Spanish Fork. 798-0077 is the number you can reach them. Also, again, Lance Wilson State Farm Insurance, located at 20 North Main, along with the Car Guys. I already announced them. MVP Sports for the player of the game. Two Jacks Pizza. But we certainly, getting hungry right now. I think I'm heading there right after this game. They're located at 30 North Main in Spanish Fork. And you can give them a call, 798-8601. And also Triple T for being a part of our sponsorship tonight. And we're going to plug all these guys in with specifics as the season goes on. A couple of these sponsors are new to sponsoring these basketball games, and we're going to get everything straightened out, we promise. And we also want to thank more than anyone else, SFCN, for bringing this game to you. For without SFCN, you can't see our beautiful faces, and that would be terrible.
That would be terrible, and we'd be home.
That's right. So I'll tell you what, the Dons got a lot of work to do as the region approaches, but they're making strides, making steps.
You got Dixie, Desert Hills this weekend, and then that tournament coming up, so plenty of opportunities to improve. I think they looked great in the first half. not so much in the second half, so they need to work on maybe playing a little more consistent ball as well.
Yeah, big letdown the second half. Attribute that to legs, and that's my excuse personally, so that's where it's staying. The Dons, again, a couple of games this weekend, Friday, Saturday, Desert Hills, Dixie. And then they have a huge break, the Spanish Fort Dons do. I mean, they got a 2-week break before they play in that Hodson Cancer Classic, December 28th through the 30th.
We're willing to play a little pickup ball if they need us to.
I'll tell you what, I'm certainly not what I used to be. Shouldn't have any issue with me.
Understatement of 2015.
That's right. And region play begins Friday, January 8th after one final non-region home game against Brighton on the 5th. And I'll tell you what, Chris, we're going to have to relearn all this announcing basketball stuff because we've got about a month off.
Right, we do.
I mean, we've got a while before we do the next game.
Next game will be at Salem Hills, January 8th.
That's right. 81-53 was the final in favor of Corner Canyon over the Spanish Fort Dons. And I'll tell you, Chris, it's kind of weird to be saying it this early, but we got to wish everyone a happy holidays because we're not going to see you for a while. So Merry Christmas from us.
And a Happy New Year.
That's
we'll
right.
See you next year.
Again, thanks for joining us. Big loss for the Dons as far as the points go at 81-53. They'll be back and they'll be new and they'll be ready to go when we come back in early January. So once again, I'm Alan Huff along with Chris Hurst. From everybody from Spanish Fort 17, we thank you for joining us for tonight's game. And until next time, so long from the Don Dome.